Hey, so today we are going to work on our first science unit of Animals Through Time. It's our first lesson, I mean, and it's a really, really cool lesson. So you're going to need your two pieces of paper that are in your orange science folder. They're on the top and they are white. They look like this. One says See, Think, Wonder chart, and the other is the Watery Cave. So if you do not have those right now, go ahead and pause the video and get those for yourself and a piece of a pencil. Okay, so I'm going to read through these very, very cool pictures, and you're going to get to watch some interesting videos, and then I'll tell you when. So normally Doug does this, but for some reason he's letting me do this part of our science. So here we go. Caves are amazing places. They are found all over the world. You may have seen that some caves look like this inside. The floor, ceiling, and walls of the cave are made of bumpy rock. But some caves look like this. People built a walking path in this cave, but everything else is a rock formation. What do the rocks look like to you? So cool. There is a special cave in Mexico. It is in a forest near the ocean. Here we are up in Northern California, and Mexico is all here. And this is the Yucatan Peninsula. This is where the special cave is. Does this look like a cave? It is in a forest near the ocean. So cool. It has amazing rocks inside, just like other caves, but this is a special cave. We are here to see much more than just rocks. If we bring lights, we can climb down into the cave and find our first surprise. Are you ready? The special cave is full of water. We'll need to swim to go inside. It is very deep, so we'll need special gear to breathe underwater. You ready? Hold your breath. Our first discovery is just ahead. Deep in the cave, there are small shapes in the ground. Some places only have a few shapes. In other places, there are many shapes all over. What do you think those are? So cool. Do you see them all over? Here's a close look at some of the small shapes in the ground. You can see that each one is 3 to 4 centimeters long because here you see they have it kind of lined up kind of weird. So they have it lined up at 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 or 4, 5 centimeters long. How do you think these shapes were made? Our next discovery is deeper in the cave. Are you ready? Deeper in the cave, there's a pile of black crumbly wood. The pieces of wood are surrounded by ash. Have you ever seen wood and ash that looks like this? How can this be in a cave full of water? Our final discovery is much deeper in the cave. Wow, look how tiny he is. The cave must be huge. Wow. Whoa. Wow. Many large things like this have been found in the cave. You might recognize what this is. Scientists were shocked to find things like this deep in the watery cave. These are all very, very surprising things to find deep inside of a watery cave. Get your Think, See, Think, Wonder chart to record your ideas. And then you're going to record your ideas on our class Padlet, which is our class chart. So go ahead and pause the video, and you're going to fill in this chart. What do you see? What do you think is happening? And what do you wonder? And I just need to let you know that these two pieces of white paper that you work on now, you're going to be keeping these and working on them over the next few lessons. So make sure you keep track of them. Do a nice job. Make sure you put your name on it too. Pause the video and fill this chart out. What do you see in the images? Oopsie. Record your answers in the C column. Well, you probably already did that, but if you didn't, go ahead and do it now. Gotcha. Huh? If you did not already, fill out how do you think these things ended up in a water cave full of water? Fill in that column on your chart. What do you wonder about these things? I wonder a lot of things. What do you wonder about the cave? Record your answers in the wonder column. If you didn't already do that, you can pause me at any time. I will not take offense. You might be wondering how all these things ended up in a cave that is completely filled with water. And it's okay if you're not sure the right answer yet. Understanding this cave will be like solving a puzzle. You'll need to put the pieces together. You'll learn more and more as you go through each lesson in this unit. And you're going to use a sheet to record what you learn along the way. Don't worry if you're unsure or if it isn't perfect. You'll update the sheet several times. All right, let's get started on your first attempt. You're going to find your Watery Cave worksheet. Go ahead and find that. Pause me if you need to. Answer these questions about the shapes in the ground. Remember, this is all deep underwater. How do you think these shapes were made? And how do you think these shapes ended up deep in a watery cave? Pause the video and fill that out. Answer these questions about the pile of black crumbly wood and ash. Remember, this is all deep underwater. Why do you think the wood is black, crumbly, and surrounded by ash? And how do you think this wood and ash ended up deep in a watery cave? Pause the video to fill these couple of lines out. Answer these questions about the bones in the cave. Remember, this is all deep underwater. What kind of animals do you think this was? How do you think the bones ended up deep in a watery cave? Pause the video and fill this out. It's time to do some investigations. In this unit, you'll explore how animals and habitats have changed through time. This will help you figure out how to explain the things you saw in the watery cave. At the end of the unit, you will use everything you learned in a final project. So have fun and stay curious.